centre wing position.
Here's Reid, the ex-West Australian, with a left foot kick down towards the centre forward position. Players set themselves in a big mark in front of the pack there. It looks like Simon Matt. He immediately turns onto the left foot and kicks it down to the forward pocket where Daniher sets himself over the back and has taken a beautiful mark. Dittrich in front, but Keenan gets the tap out over the back towards Mansfield. He breaks away his trip and goes for the handball and finds Reid. Reid goes for the long kick down towards the square. It comes over the back of the packet, bounces the right way. Yes.
Number 8 in Glenn Elliott's number. As Elliott boots it right down there, looking over the back for goal. Picked up there beautifully by Walters, and Walters has a shot for goal. I think he might have put it through by the look of the crowd at the back. Again, he can't tap it, but he dives back on it, knocks it out beautifully over towards Daniher. Good play by Essendon, over to Robbins, and Robbins is away, over towards Madden. Should take the mark at centre half forward. He's got Bennett to play on if he wants to. There's Bennett, over Bennett's head, but can he get back onto it? He can. Bennett now, a short lead, and finds Primmer.
Good football. Kick out towards half-back flank. Scanlon sets himself and takes a real strong gutsy mark on his chest, but he plays on and eventually retrieves it again and goes for a quick kick down towards centre half forward. Going in after is Watson, showing a ton of pace. He's looking for the short pass further afield towards Primmer, is it, or Mansfield? It looks like Primmer. They look very alike. Finally grabbed by Nagel. Nagel lines up the goals and goes bang and puts it through.
I think Barry Davis has said to his backman, let's go up and have a few shots for goal, because there was only one player past the centre for Essendon. And that's Scanlon. Shaw now lining up for goal number 20 for Essendon. There's his kick. It's going across the face of goal and through for one behind to take Essendon number 19 goals 16 1-3-0. Melbourne 7 goals 14-56.
I think those two backmen will stay on the back line too, Doug, because Foles had a shot about 3 minutes ago for a goal, and now Shaw's come down there a shot. They both missed, so I think they'll stay where they were. There's a short kick out, a dangerous one, but luckily it's found Flower. Flower plays on him with a beautiful long torpedo punt out the centre wing where he's looking for Byrne. Byrne comes out and takes a good mark on his chest. He's looking for someone further afield to give it to, but no one moving at this stage. Till Dittrich moves, comes in, goes for the mark, over the back. There's Bowles cops one, but the umpire calls play on. No one can grab it at this moment. Comes out towards Dittrich. He can't grab it. Knocks it on in front of him to a teammate there, 27 in Whitford. Whitford with a quick kick down, further downfield, found another teammate in Martin. Martin would be about 60 metres from goal on a 45-degree angle. It would take a very good kick to get this goal from there. Comes in with a drop punt, it's slightly offline and land the ball in the square. Players set themselves. There could be a free kick there to Fletcher, but the umpire says play on. It goes to Foles. Foles drives it straight out towards the centre wing where players set themselves in a real good mark there, taken by Crowe. Crowe came on back on the ground at 3/4 time, kicks it downfield. There's a big mark over back taken by Denny. He hand passes to Fowler. Fowler in all sorts of trouble. So it comes to Robert Elliott with a quick kick on the left foot straight down the centre forward where Daniher sets himself. But punched away, it comes towards Wells. Coming in after the ball for Melbourne. There's a hand pass back to O'Donnell. O'Donnell on the left foot snaps towards goal, but well offline and puts it through for a behind. That's their 15th Melbourne. 7 goals 15-57. Trailing Essendon 19 goals 16 130 at the 15-minute mark of the last quarter.
There's Scannon's kick in, but the umpire is going to take it back because the goal umpire hadn't finished signalling that goal. So it's Byrne that takes it back towards Scanlon. And it's going to be kicked in again. Scanlon kicking it back. I think it's going to be taken down there by Foles. The kick out. And a lead and found Shaw. Shaw now plays on again. Over towards the centre looking for Robbins. Out the back is Whitford, and he takes a solid mark at the centre of the ground. Whitford now looking to play onto his captain in Cardiff. There's a lead down by Dittrich. Play over the back there was Healy. Couldn't take that mark. Moyer's in there. Pushed off the ball by Daniher. Picked up by Dittrich. And passed over now towards Whitford. Whitford now with a snap over his shoulder. But there's Boyd in there. Can almost take that mark. Boyd comes right through towards Primmer. Primmer knocks it down towards Daniher's scrambly and uninteresting football here at the moment. Back to Primmer. And Primmer's kick is going to find the boundary line, but before that there was going to be a free kick paid back there. Going to be taken by, looks like Daniher, is it, or Primmer? Daniher it's going to be, I think, on that half-back flank. He goes right across the face of goal looking for Shaw, and this will open up the game. He's got Fletcher out there to give it to. It's a long kick down towards the centre wing there looking for Hurdle to should take the mark. Handballs to Fletcher. Fletcher plays on quickly over towards the half-forward flank with a kick up looking for Terry Daniher. A quick mark taken by Terry Daniher. Has already kicked 6 goals. There you see the score, 19-16 to 7-15. Terry Daniher lining up for his goal number 7. Probably two of the best players on the ground standing beside one another there, Alan Reid and Terry Daniher. The kick, it's falling a little bit short. Is it going to make the distance? It's going to be shepherded through. What's the goal umpire's decision? Touched, yes. And through for one behind to take Essendon on to 19 goals 17. Melbourne 7 goals 15. We've been playing, well, I don't know what we've been playing, Peter. It's gone back to naught, so we've been playing its bat halfway through, a little bit more. Perhaps in this final corner. Madden now picks up the Fletcher. He's going to have a shot for goal from about 45 metres out there, looking for Keenan. Keenan with Hamilton, and Hamilton takes the mark over top of Crackers Keenan in that last line of defence. And
actually, Hamilton's played a very good game this quarter. He's been shifted off Daniher, and he's been put on the resting ruckman press, and he's played a very good game. There's a long kick out towards the half-back flank. Players in there after the ball. No one can grab it until it's grabbed by Grambo with a quick kick down towards the centre of the ground. The umpire calls play on in after it's Daniher with a quick kick down towards centre half forward. Crow sets himself, comes over the back towards Primer, is it? Or no, it's Hurd. He fires towards the goals. It's very close, this one. In fact, it's through. No, goal up, I went right across, but it was Shane Hurd who put it through for his second goal, and it's, what's that there, 20th at Essendon. 20 goals, 17. 137, well in front of Melbourne, 7:15:57. The time clock not working at the moment, but I suggested it'll be about 22 minutes into the last quarter, I'd say. There's umpire Norris with the ball in the centre of the ground. There's a free kick. Someone's run over the line. The free kick will go to Essendon. It's, what more can Melbourne do wrong today, as well as doing that? And down it goes towards Crow. No one can grab it until the knockout comes towards Primer. Primer looking further afield with a long kick down towards the goals. This will be close. In fact, I think it's through. Yep. No, yes, it's through. I thought he was going to signal it was touched. But that's his third goal, Primer, and that's taken Essendon to 21 goals 17. 143, well in front of Melbourne, 7:15:57.
What a great... He made no mistake, 21-17. And Melbourne are in dire straits at the moment. Madden gets the ball down again. Madden very close to best man on the ground. Robbins tries to kick it, can't do that. A lot of players on top of the ball. Hannibal comes up with it there. And the umpire's going to ball it up. As Robbins finally finishes up with that ball in the centre of the ground. Up to the 25-minute mark now in the final quarter as Robert Flower comes out from that centre bounce up towards Carl. He should take the mark. No doubt about it. Now on that half-forward flank. It's a long way out from goal for Carl, though. He's only been 50 metres out, but that's a long way for big Carl as he's kicked down towards that full forward line. Essendon play up there as Foles forces it through for a behind. Gary Foles in that last line of defence will bring the ball back into play. Melbourne are 58, Essendon are 143. Oh, it's a beautiful kick too by Gary Foles. Up there looking for Madden. Oh, what a magnificent mark by Daniher. Unfortunately for Daniher, Madden was in the back of Hannibal, and he will take the free kick. Centre of the ground, sees a lead down there by Byrne. Burns up high, can't take that mark. Coming there is Neil Daniher, a hand pass out, intercepted there though by Thorne. Here's a shot for goal, and it's offline and through for further behind to Melbourne. 7 goals, 17. So the difference now exactly 14 straight goals. 21-17 Essendon, Melbourne 7-17 at the 26-minute mark, final quarter.
And there's Gary Foles, who's kicked in magnificently all day. Goes for a short one, can't find a teammate till eventually he finds Primer, and Primer breaking away with a long kick down towards Daniher again. He comes out, taps the ball beautifully, turns onto the left foot looking for someone to give it to. He better hurry up and bounce. Yes, the umpires are just about to say he better hurry up and bounce, and the umpires grabbed him for running more than the 10 metres. And it'll go back towards a Melbourne player, I think, in Thorne, who's going to take it.
That's about his only mistake all day.
That's right. He was looking for someone to come past, I think, Doug, but there was no one coming past, so he ran that extra couple of paces. There he is, Thorne, left footer, looking for a teammate further afield, and he's found one in Healy, who takes an easy mark right in the centre wing position. He immediately plays on and goes for another short one, and has found Greg Wells in the centre of the ground. Wells, he's had a lot of kicks today, but hasn't been a real damaging player for Melbourne. He's going for the torpedo punt, and he'll land it right there near the goal square. A bit of a shove out against a Melbourne player there. The free kick will go to Reid, I think it is. Reed it is against Robbie Flower. Although Flowers played reasonably well, Reed's had the better of him on the day, especially in the first half when he was no doubt best man on the ground. There's the kick coming out towards Marsh, but chipping in there was Healy. He turns on the left foot with a quick kick down towards Dittrich. He sets himself in front, can't take the mark. Coming in after it for Melbourne there is Thorne. He fires towards the goals. It's swinging back, but it's through only for a behind. And a goal, well, it wouldn't be badly led at this stage. It wouldn't make much difference, but it'd certainly make the score look a little bit more respectable. Melbourne 7-18-60, trailing Essendon 21-17, 143.
Well, Fletcher gives it across the stand and back to Fletcher again. Fletcher pumps the ball on. Over there looking for Boyd. But the umpire's going to come in and ball it up half forward flank. With that's the Melbourne half forward flank, half back flank for, in fact, Essendon. Outer side of the ground, Dittrich against Keenan. Dittrich gets a tap down, goes straight down there towards Martin. Martin's kicking for goal, but it's offline and through for one behind again to Melbourne. It takes them on to 7 goals, 19-61. And this quarter they've kicked 1 goal, 5, where Essendon have added 4 goals, 5. So Essendon well on top all day. It's only in that third quarter where there's a little bit of incoherent play by both sides that Melbourne looked like they were at least holding Essendon. Quite gee, Daniher played well today. That's another good mark. So we'd like to see how many marks he has taken. Plays on quickly. He'll kick it with a left foot kick now. It's a shocking looking kicker. It's going to find Boyd. Boyd takes him out in the centre of the ground. Boyd's got a lot of players, a lot of Essendon players running around, and they do that a lot. So it was a beautiful kick by Boyd, right up towards that full forward area. Madden was high up, couldn't take that mark. Finally, he was picked up there. Handballed out by Terry Daniher over the Shaw. Shaw's going to have a shot for goal. No, he can't get his kick in time. Play on, said the umpire, and it's going to be a 15-metre penalty. I don't know what that was for. It must have been a free kick against Shaw in the initial play.
He's trying hard to kick a goal.
He certainly is. As Hannibal brings the ball out towards Gaunt, looking for Gaunt. Up over the back was Neil Daniher. Off the back of the pack though is Marsh. And Marsh breaks away with a kick, a beautiful kick, centred right in towards the goal line. Matten's up high, can't take that mark though. Coming through there is Denny, and Denny's been an excellent player since he's come on the game.
There's a long kick right out towards the centre wing position, and chipping there in front of the pack of players there is Keenan. Been a serviceable player today, for he battled hard all day, but hasn't been outstanding. There's a kick right out towards the half-forward flank, down to teammate from Tim Watson. Watson, who's done a lot of good things, but hasn't been one of Essendon's better players in the day. He's done a lot of brilliant things he's used, but he's looking for a short one further field towards Terry Daniher. Found him again, and he's taken a strong mark, some pressure right at the finish. He's already kicked 6 goals. He'll be firing for his 7th from about, he'll only be 30 metres out, almost directly in front, and he's a beautiful kick of the ball. He should make no mistake about this one. Terry Daniher, drop punt, lays back, puts it straight through the centre for his 7th. Essendon's 22nd, and takes him on to 22-17. 149, well in front of Melbourne, 7-19-61.
It's not a good side for Essendon supporters just got from the stream now. As Madden limping, he's been an excellent player for them right throughout the game. But the game, it's all over here at Essendon. 27 and a half minutes gone in the final quarter. Essendon are 22-17, as Peter said, to Melbourne 7-19. Ball is put down again. Honeywell against Keenan. Honeywell gets the tap down, goes straight to Boyd, but bursting his way through the pack there is Whitford. His long kick down towards the full forward line, looking for Dittrich. Dittrich should take the mark. A good mark there by Big Carl. A lot of boos and jeers from the Essendon supporters. Carl has already kicked 1 goal for the match. One for his 2nd and Melbourne's 8th. There it is. Umpire moves across a little bit, but I don't think there's any doubt about the decision. 1 goal for Big Carl, taking Melbourne on to 8 goals, 1967. Essendon with 22 goals, 17, 149, and a magnificent exhibition of football here at Windy Hill. But as you said, Peter, the opposition hasn't all been that great.
Well, they haven't had a forward to kick the ball to. Gull tried hard early in the game, but they needed a forward who could run, who could lead out, like Daniher was at the other end of the ground. They sadly missed Phil Carman and Glenn Elliott, who pulled out before the game started, but particularly Carman, because while he's there's pressure on the opposition defence, and he'll contest, and he can kick straight, and he's a great mark. And That's what they badly have needed all day. They had no one there even to switch there to, the right type of play to put there to, take over there at full forward. There's the bounce of the ball. Player set themselves. Keenan, but punched away by Hannibal. Grabbed by Marsh. Marsh with a quick kick out towards the wing, and there's Reid again has taken a good mark on his chest. And it's been a great honour for him to beat Robert Flower today, because there's not many players beat Flower. There's a left foot pass further afield looking for a teammate. He's found him. It's either a mark or a free kick to Robbins there on the half-forward flank. Robbins, who must have had, he had 15 kicks in the first half, and I reckon he's nearly had as many in this half, so he'd be about a 30-kick man. That's not bad for Centreman. There's a long kick down towards the centre half-forward position. Chipping in there was Honeyball. He immediately hand passes to a teammate who on the left foot goes for a hurried kick out towards the half-back flank, but it goes out of bounds on the full, and will go back for a free kick to Marsh. And he'd be close to 30 kicks also on the day, I'd say, because you can see the strength of the Essendon side when both wingers have won well. There he goes for a short pass, but it's chipping in front of Wells, but the umpire is making him go back and kick over his mark. Ian Marsh, recruited from Tasmania, goes for the long torpedo punt. It's a beautiful kick down to the square. Player set Madden, I think it is claiming the mark right in the goal square. Simon Madden has taken some beautiful marks today. He and Daniher have controlled the air for Essendon, and with Keenan also chipping in at times. He'll be firing for his second goal, Madden. No doubt he'll kick this one right in the goal square. I think they'd hang him if he missed it. There it is, straight through the centre. That's his second. Essendon's 23rd, 23 goals, 17. Leading Melbourne, 8 goals, 19. And although they've kicked 19 points, Melbourne, it doesn't reflect the way they've played. They've played very poorly all day.
No, you could say, I suppose, when a team has had 27 scoring shots, that at least had a bit of the play. Well, that hasn't been the case at all. Essendon have been that far ahead of Melbourne today that it must be a very worrying time for the Melbourne supporters and for Carl Dipps' coach, and I'm sure that Wayne Reid is glad he's sitting on the plane going overseas at the moment, because he got out of it at half-time. He left to go overseas at half-time, and he'd be very happy about that. Ball is put down in the centre again. It must be pretty close to siren time here at Winnie Hill. Coming through there was Thorne. He's playing fairly well, Thorne. Knocks it back over towards Honeyball. Honeyball is going to be tackled by Boyd over towards Gaunt, but there's going to be a free kick going to Honeyball on that centre wing position. He'll hand ball back to Gaunt. Gaunt now from about 55 metres out will have a shot in towards the goal. It's a long kick up there, but Vanderhaar's in the front. In there also is Keenan. But Foles gets a left foot kick out towards Ken Fletcher. Fletcher hand pass back to Vanderhaar. Vanderhaar's almost caught. He is caught now. Play on to the umpire. It's a very, very rough and scrambly play. Dittrich coming through. But the umpire's going to ball it up on that half-forward flank, outer side of the ground. Dittrich against... That was Keenan got the ball down. That was scrambly play, and it's going to be a free kick to a Melbourne player. I think he's just picked that one out of his head. It's going to be taken there by Wells on that half-forward flank. He's already kicked one goal for Melbourne, and I think that was about 30 seconds into the second quarter, as soon as the quarter started. There it is. I think he made a little bit of a mistake kicking it, not allowing for the bruise, and put through Melbourne's 20th behind. 8 goals, 20, 68 to Essendon, 23 goals, 17, 155. Here's Gaunt snapping for his third. Yes, it's through. And that poor kick in, Gaunt picked the ball up, snapping his third and Melbourne's ninth. 9 goals, 20 now, 74. Essendon 23-17, 155. And, normally if there was a bad kick-off, a lackadaisical effort like that, Doug, the runner would be out there. But the fact that the game is so one-sided, no one seems to have taken any notice of the fact that... the runner perhaps should have been up there.
Well, I think he should have gone out to tick the full back off for that poor piece of play. But... oh, here he goes now, actually. I think the runner's coming out now. He's probably going to have a go at him, because it was lackadaisical play, and even when you're a long way in front, you shouldn't take it that easy, should you, Doug?
No, you certainly shouldn't. And that's from that area, we've lost another ball, and that's the third one we've lost up that area. Shaw's coming off the ground, and his place is going to be taken there by Nagle. New ball brought onto the ground. a very long quarter. 29 minutes gone the final quarter. Essendon 23-17, Melbourne 9 goals 20. So they're more than double their score, Essendon. And it's been an excellent game by them, and the one that I think would put a lot of heart into their supporters. Wells in there, tries to get his kick, can't do that. In there is Robbins diving on top of the ball. He'll get his kick. He tries to, can't quite. Healy's in there trying to do it also. Pushing it back, and it's going to Marsh. Marsh being one of Essendon's probably best players. Plays on up towards the half-forward flank. He's got Robbins out in his own. How many kicks has this man had? He's about 40 metres out from goal. Lines up from there. Rolls a beautiful looking shot. It's through. No. Offline as the siren sounds. To end the game here at Windy Hill as the crowd rush onto the field. Essendon 23 goals. 18, Melbourne 9 goals, 20.
Terry Daniher finished up with 7 goals for Essendon, Trimmer 3, Gaunt got 3 for Melbourne, the best players for Essendon, and they had many. Madden, Terry Daniher and Paul van der Haar for Melbourne, Fowler, Byrne and Hamilton. There was one report during the game. Carl Dittrich, the Melbourne captain-coach, was reported by a field umpire Dyer a charge of allegedly striking Bennett of Essendon during the second quarter. And, of course, there is another...
With play like this. What he did before, lining up at that left post. This time he's swinging it back the other way. And a goal.
Good centre-half back. Going in after this Terry Daniher. He turns on the left foot. Steadies up on the right. Bang, straight towards the goals, and I think he's put it through.
Dittrich has been reported.
And a pretty lively scene out there.
Boy, you see Dittrich cop one there,
He certainly copped one from behind, but it's on over on the half-forward flank.
Stupid football, stupid.
And the winner of the brilliant display by Terry Daniher of Essendon.